Hi. So today I'm going to be talking about how I got this amazing, like my favorite client ever from Instagram, and how I got a remote job from Instagram. So let's get started. So one day, I think in 2021, I'm not sure what year now, but I think 2021, I needed a job and then I decided to check on Instagram. Actually, I found this hack from Skill Africa. Skill Africa is a Telegram channel created by Omoalaji, and it's for Nigerians who want to get into a remote job, learning skills, digital skills, and all of that. It's amazing. So he said this thing there, so I wanted to try it out and see if it worked. I used to do a lot of trial and error when I was starting out, so you should too. So I went to Instagram, and one thing I did was use the Instagram hashtags, right? When you want to find a client on Instagram, especially when you have a particular niche, use the Instagram hashtag, right? So I wanted to check for agencies, because when you're starting out, especially when you're starting out as a writer, it's good to have some sort of agency experience, because agency experience helps you to work with editors, helps you to work with other people, gives you a lot of work, especially when you're starting out, so that you can get better and improve yourself before you start working in-house for a brand or a company, right? So I searched for hashtag web development agency, right? And I saw a lot of agencies in the web development space. So one thing I did not do was to go to top, because the top posts are usually from influencers, are from big brands, and that's not what you want when you're starting out, right? So I went to recent instead. So recent shows you people that are recently posting small brands and just helps you to streamline your search, right? So when I went to recent, I just looked through and I saw this particular brand. Now you want to be looking for brands that are not very established, because that means they have the potential to work with you if you're just starting out, right? So I saw this brand and I clicked on their profile. Another thing you need to do when you click on their profile is look for a brand that has a contact page. For this particular strategy, we're not going to be using our Instagram DMs, because number one, Instagram DMs go to the request section, and because they go to the request section, they are not usually seen. Number two, the client or the company is going to be checking out your Instagram page, and if your Instagram page is not very optimized for the skill you're offering, it may not be the best bet for you, right? Then the third one is that most Instagram pages are managed by social media managers and not the company founders or marketing the CMO themselves, right? So you don't want your pitch to fall into a social media manager's hand who wouldn't take it further, right? So that's not the best thing. Now the next thing you can do is their email. If you're good with cold emails, that's a good bet. But most of the time, the emails, they are not very specific emails. They are emails that have like info at this, or talent at this, which is not very specific. You're not appealing to a person's emotion. So I wouldn't advise emails. Now, the best thing to do is use WhatsApp. So basically, you're using Instagram and you're using WhatsApp. WhatsApp is a very, very high converting tool when it comes to cold DMs, because generally people like to answer their WhatsApp messages, right? So when you go to a small brand that has the contact page on their Instagram profile, click on the contact page, the contact button rather, you're going to see Instagram, you're going to see contacts and email, right? So sometimes they write WhatsApp and email, SMS and email, whatever it is. So if there's just a phone number and an email, the first thing you have to do is save the phone number on your phone. Save it with anything, maybe the brand name or anything really. The next thing is go to WhatsApp and check if they are on WhatsApp. A lot of times when people start out small businesses, they use their own personal numbers to put on have the contact page, to put on the contact page on Instagram. So you want to be reaching out to these people personally, because most times they're the founder of the brand, or basically the person that started out the social media channel, right? So what I did was for this particular client, I found out that they were on WhatsApp, and I reached out to them with a simple message. Hello, I found your page on I found your brand on my explore page on Instagram, and I wanted to say that you're doing so well.
right? It was just really simple. I want to say that for a small business like you, especially in this particular niche, which is oversaturated, you're doing so well to have appeared on my Explore page. You're going to reward it, right? So I don't really have the screenshots of this particular my conversation with this client, so I can't put them here, but this was typically what I sent, and this is what I sent to people really. So I'm going to put some of the ones I've sent to people and their replies, right? So once you have sent, that person is excited and the person like, oh, thank you so much, thank you so much for commending me and all of that. And then the next thing you go to is, so I was wondering, or because you're doing such great work, I would really want to work with you. How do I go about that? I would want to work with you as a writer or as a designer or whatever role you're applying for. And the person is like, oh, we don't have an opening for that. Or, oh yeah, we have an opening for that. Can you send over some work? Can you do this? So the person knows that, number one, you loved their company, you commended them, you want to be a part of what they're doing, right? You're not just sending a random message to them. Secondly, because it's WhatsApp, there's low resistance. Person is more informal. Person is ready to talk to you. And then third, because you're just wondering, you're just asking, oh, do you ever work with this particular kind of people? The person is not defensive in a way that if you were salesy up front, the person would have been, right? So people have already established a rapport with the fact that, oh, I saw your brand on my Explore page and I think you're doing great and all of that, right? So that's something you can do. So that was exactly what I did. And so the client was like, oh, I'd really love to work with you. What do you do? And all of that. And eventually I got a job with a $10 per hour paycheck, right, for a month. And it was really amazing. This was like one of my favorite clients ever, and I really loved working with them. And it just started with a simple WhatsApp message, getting through their contacts on Instagram. Now here's one thing you don't want to do. You don't want to spam them, right? You don't want to spam them, because if you spam them, they're going to report your contacts and block you, and WhatsApp is going to take that seriously. That's one. Then number two, you have to make your WhatsApp page look professional to an extent. Put up a professional profile picture. I mean, they want to see a profile picture to know that you're not a bot, you're a human being, you're not somebody like them, right? So put up a professional profile picture. You can have a different WhatsApp, different from your actual WhatsApp, so that it doesn't get messed up with when you're posting your status and all of that. So the next thing you can do is write a description of what you do in your about section on WhatsApp. Alright, so if you have a business WhatsApp, you can just write, oh, this is me, I'm a content writer, I'm a medical doctor, I'm this, I'm that, right? So they know what you're doing. So you're not just a random person reaching out to them, you're somebody that actually knows what they are doing. Alright, and then the next thing the last thing is do not lie. Right, do not lie. Don't say I saw your page on my Instagram, whatever, when they don't have any posts, right? That's going to be a lie. So things that, look at their page, don't just click on the profile and rush to the contact section. Just take a scroll through their page. There's a lot you're going to know just by scrolling through their page. And you're not going to lie and say, oh, I said that you're not very active on social media. Remember, you found them on the recent section of the hashtags on Instagram. So that means that they post frequently and they just recently posted. So you cannot say that, oh, I found out that you don't have a very good social media presence, so I want to help you. That's going to be a lie, an outright lie. So look out for the things that may be loopholes in your pitch and fix them. And so this was really very simple, very easy, how I got a client from Instagram without an optimized Instagram profile. And this client turned out to be my best client ever. You can do this too. You just need to do a little bit try and error, just like I did, and you see your results. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Please go back and watch all my previous videos. You would gain a lot by watching them. Also, hit the notification bell, subscribe, like, and share to your friends.